bout is brought to you by our friends at 208 Monkeys. Let's get creative. And now, introducing first fighting out of the blue corner. We have a mixed martial artist with an amateur record of 2 wins and 0 losses. Ladies and gentlemen, he trains with Gracie Baja. Let's give it up for Andres Jurado. And his opponent standing across the cage, representing the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, this fighter is making his amateur debut. Let's give it up for Marce.
Welcome back, everybody. This next fight is in the welterweight division. That's 170 pounds. You're looking at Marcel Akavich in the black and silver trim trunks. His opponent is Andres Jurado in the bad boy trunks. Scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds at 170.
Yeah, tall order coming in here. Marcel, his debut. First time in the cage against a 2-0 and undefeated fighter who's not only had time in here, but has come out both times with his hand raised. But looking from how this fight is going, it looks like it's not his first time fighting.
Looks like he's willing to stand and trade too with Jurado. Jurado has great hands, real good boxer. You can tell he has a boxing background. Straight punches, gets in and out, that jab, good footwork. So it'll be, as you said, quite articulately, a tall order for Akavich.
But Marcel is not behind by any means. I don't think he's thrown some dynamic punches and landed his shots. Andres has him up against the cage, trying to secure the single leg to get the takedown here.
Stay busy. Switch it. Nice. Switch it. Excellent entry.
Jurado has good ground game training in Gracie Baja, Kissimmee, Florida, under the tutelage of James Wynn. As you said, he's undefeated as an amateur, 2-0.
And Marcel worked to get off that cage. He worked some lateral movement. Andres did a good job of keeping him up there.
Boy, I like the hands of Jurado. Crisp punches, accurate.
Marcel's making the mistake of dropping his head and looking down at the ground every time he throws these punches. Andres is doing a great job of looking at where he's throwing it and secures the takedown.
Yes, that was secured. Into side control now for Artillery. Artillery has the presence of mind to look over at the commentators and say, how am I doing? Well, let's say so far doing well.
And a lot of that might be get into his opponent's head here, give him the outlook that this is just another day at the office and everything's okay. It looks like he's working for Kimura on that far side arm. He gives it up.
Very relaxed is Andres Jurado.
Andres needs to work an underhook with that left arm on the far side to be able to really control this, position to be able to advance.
Akavich doing a good job defending so far, tucking that right arm in between his legs. Interesting defense. Haven't seen that too often.
Needs to get on that left hip, and now he has to get out from under this mount. Not too dangerous, really, because as we had said before, neither fighter has more than 3 fights, so this is no ground and pound to the face.
10 seconds to go in the opener. Side control for Jurado. Looks like there might be a cut developing on the left eye of Akavich. We'll have to take a closer look at that when we get a chance. That's some blood coming down on the left side of his face. The doctor is going to maybe come in. The ref's taking a look at it right now, see how bad it is. It's on the corner of the eye, it looks like, from my angle. Great shot.
As long as the blood flow is not inhibiting the eyesight and going directly into the eye, the ref is going to let this go and keep going. Going into this next round, Marcel needs to keep his head up and his eyes open to the target that he's throwing at. He's dropping his head, looking at the ground, and really just hoping that these strikes land on target.
The cut on Akavich's eye is about a ½ inch cut, and it's to the side. It's not directly over the eye, and it does not look to be bleeding at all, so we're in good shape on the cut. But Akavich is probably not going to want to trade too much more. He doesn't want to tempt fate and lose a fight on a cut.
Yeah, we're going to the second round here, and that's a lot of time for that cut to get much worse. Both fighters starting out with lead right hooks here. Andres knowing he had success on the ground, so he's working the pressure against the cage. Eventually going to try to progress to his takedown. And no, it looks like they're going to be trading.
They drove so far into the cage, they actually adjusted our lighting. So don't adjust your TVs at home. That lighting will be fixed at the end of this fight, probably. But the whole lighting rig tilted. Nice dump, number 2 for Andres Jurado.
And Marcel needs to get on that right hip and shrimp out, recover guard, or get back to the feet. And he does exactly that. His back's up against the cage, and that limits his responses right now.
Fishing for that arm again. Good job defending on that particular sequence from Akovic.
Now there's space right now. Marcel should have used that to recover guard. Looks like Andreas is working for maybe a Dars or just trying to stay busy. Marcel, he's got the underhook on that side. He needs to secure a leg or get back up to his feet.
Jurado, a blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu under Igor Andrade. He says, Jiu-Jitsu has saved my life. I asked him, tell me a little bit about himself. He said, I'm a felon. And I laughed. He goes, no, I'm not kidding. I'm a felon. I said, oh, okay, I got you. Jiu-Jitsu literally saved his life and kept him off the mean streets and kept him from ruining his life.
You know, some people are just really born for this. They're born fighters, and the sport gives you an outlet to really dedicate yourself to a craft and an art, and to be able to showcase it in front of a group of people, and not where it doesn't need to be.
You're exactly right. He's enjoying himself out there. He's been smiling. He's got friends in the audience. Going for the key lock. That could be nasty. Marcel doesn't know how to defend this.
He's staying busy on top, as he should, to not get this stood up. Marcel is not noticing the sense of urgency, and that cut is starting to flow a little worse now.
Step it over, there you go.
You have to keep an eye on it as you see Jurado going for the armbar. Good defense there, Makovic. Turning into it. 10 seconds to go, round number 2. He wants it.
And he finishes the fight.
He finishes all. Marcel is in a lot of pain, and he is so angry. He knows there are seconds left in the round. Wow, what a finish. I tell you, it's interesting, Mike. When Jurado heard the 10-second warning, he went for the sub. Great presence of mind in the cage.
Yeah, I think Marcel didn't anticipate that he was going to really commit to that finish. I think he's going to coast to the next round and be able to reassess. But once that arm gets put behind the back, there's so little leverage for the guy defending to be able to secure that. It's 2 arms against 1 and just a really terrible angle.
So Andres Jurado hits that magic number of 3. He is now 3-0 as an amateur and can fight the ground and pound going forward.
And he's going to start becoming a target to other fighters in his division, in the state, to be somebody to beat, and going to continue to progress.
And Akovic has nothing to hang his head about. He was in there against an incredible Jurado and defended a bunch of sub attempts. He had some good exchanges. He made it a fight. He could have gotten blown out of there with the game that Jurado brought tonight, and he didn't get blown up. So nothing to hang his head over.
Yeah, did an excellent job for his debut to be able to handle the pressure and the jitters and those what you get with that debut fight and the first time in front of a crowd and the lights and the music, and it's a lot to overcome, and he adapted really well, but he needs to go back to the drawing board and fix the things that he did wrong and come back next time
Ladies and
a better
gentlemen, this
fighter.
bout was stopped at 2 minutes, And 57 seconds into round number 2 with your winner by way of Kimura submission, Andres Jurado.